are working towards building a more sustainable future. First, let's talk about governance innovations. Niger has pioneered decentralized water management councils that have cut farmer-herder conflicts by 60%. And these councils bring together all stakeholders, farmers, herders, fishermen, women groups, and traditional leaders to make collective decisions about water allocation and land use. So what makes these councils special is that they combine traditional conflict resolution mechanisms with modern resource management techniques. And these councils don't just manage resources, but they prevent conflicts before they start. So when herders know exactly when and where they can graze their cattle, and farmers know their crop areas are protected, tensions decrease dramatically. And the councils have also established early warning systems that alert communities to potential resource conflict before they escalate into violence. And so we see here that technology is playing a major role in building resilience. So officials can now plan their activities based on accurate data rather than relying on traditional knowledge that may no longer serve. So mobile phone networks today also help. Farmers can now check on crop prices in different markets before harvesting. All of this ensures best practices. So this technology is particularly valuable for women traders who previously had limited access to market information. So solar powered irrigation systems too are being deployed across all of the Lake Chad region, allowing communities to maintain agricultural production. We also have regional cooperation, which represents perhaps the most ambitious pathway to resilience. So the Lake Chad Basin Commission has developed a comprehensive plan to transfer water from the Congo Basin to the Lake Chad. And so this massive infrastructure project could potentially replenish 30% of the lake's original surface area. While complex and expensive, this project demonstrates the kind of continental thinking needed to address climate change. And so we also have cross-border pastoral mobility agreements that are being negotiated to allow herders to move their cattle across borders legally and safely. But the most important pathway to resilience lies in youth engagement. And so this is where our Lake Chad Climate Justice Fellowship comes in. We are training young leaders in conflict-sensitive climate adaptation, recognizing that the next generation, we recognize here that the next generation is what we need. The next generation is what is going to bring lasting solutions. And so they are creating community-based monitoring system, developing climate resilience agricultural techniques, and building networks that connect communities across borders. So traditional knowledge too remains valuable, for building this. So we have the Kotoko fishers that have developed sophisticated seasonal migration calendars. When combined with modern weather data prediction techniques, they can predict fish movements with remarkable accuracy. So we have the Fulani herders that possess detailed knowledge about pasture quality and water sources that GPS systems cannot capture, making us to understand that for us to build sustainable solutions, we have to marry the traditional methods with the modern methods. And so the challenge is integrating this traditional knowledge with modern science and technologies. But if communities are able to successfully marry both approaches, then we think that resilience and adaptation to what is happening in the Lake Chad region is not a fairy, but it's going to be a reality. And so the story of the Lake Chad does not have to end in crisis. With the right investment and approaches, it can become a story of transformation, showing how communities can adapt to climate change while building more equitable and sustainable societies. And so our climate fellowship is part of this transformation, preparing young leaders to carry forward the work of building resilience across the Lake Chad region. The future of this region lies in your hands, and we are committed to ensuring that you have the tools and the knowledge you need to succeed. The reason for this fellowship. So, thank you for joining us in this exploration of one of Africa's most pressing challenges and the inspiring solutions that are emerging to address it. Thank you.